of, and you want to embrace the system that you have in place for your deliberations and discussions of public business, and that's to gather right in your meeting room during a regular or special meeting, right, and reserve all of your discussions and deliberations of the merits or substance of public business for your duly called, duly noticed public meetings. That's where you do your best work anyway. You all get in the room together as elected officials and talk about your perspectives on issues, share your thoughts on some agenda item, might even have to have a vigorous debate, discussion. Sometimes we'll even have disagreements, but we can have disagreements without being disagreeable. But we're doing all that in an open and accessible way on behalf of our constituents. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. What is public business? So for purposes of the openness rule, public business refers to your policy-making function, right? And that means if it's a gathering, right, where we're going to be discussing the substance or merits of any pending issue in front of the council, or we're going to be advancing the ball on any public policy undertaking that we're involved in, then assume that that is public business, which triggers the openness requirement of the statute. Okay? Now, the open meetings law is broad. The openness rule is broad, but there are certain types of situations where the statute expressly says that certain types of communications do not constitute a meeting. So, among the examples are the statute expressly says that the openness requirement does not apply to social gatherings or to chance gatherings at which discussion of public business is not the central purpose. So let's unpackage that just a little bit. It's perfectly fine for the city council to have a social gathering, and I don't know if you have this. I don't know if the mayor, for example, has a barbecue every year, and the council members are invited, and that doesn't automatically become a public meeting just because all 7 council members are there, but that's true only if you keep it purely social, right? And the barbecue does not become a forum for the discussion of public business. Same thing with the chance gathering. If three or more of you, you're getting coffee in the morning and you bump into each other at the coffee shop, that is not automatically a violation of the open meetings law simply because 3 or more of you are in the same place at the same time. But it would be inappropriate, for example, if 3 members bump into each other in the coffee shop and one said, well, hey, now that we're all here, hey, let me ask you about that budget amendment, right, that the administrator put in the packet for next week's meeting. Let's talk about